Hi, I'm Jim, and oh Lord, I know it's coming. I got my goofy gloves on. I just know I'm going to hear about it. Uh, let's try this again. Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop. I have been asked so many times. I can't. Sorry, I just can't help it. How do I clean my parts? I've got a chain case here I've got to clean. How do you clean it, and what do you use? I use paint thinner. I don't use mineral spirits because the paint store that I use, when you go in to buy either mineral spirits or paint thinner, they have containers that they put it into, and then they label it and sell it to you. Mineral spirits is more expensive than paint thinner. So I asked him, what's the difference? He looks around, he said, nothing. He says, it all comes out of the same 100-gallon barrel in the back. We just fill different bottles. And you charge more. So I buy paint thinner. I used to have this little parts cleaning thing. It was quite handy. It held 2.5 gallons. It doesn't have a seal on it, so as you know, paint thinner does evaporate, but it's a slower rate. And then I just use the brush. Now when I had this, it had a pump in it with a hose. I took the hose off, the little gooseneck it had, and I bought a different brush. I can't find it. But it had a spot on the end you could hook the hose to, and it pumped the fluid right out of the bristles. That made it clean a lot better. This thing was about 2 years old when it finally quit, and I had fixed it 3 times prior to that. Had to work on the motor, and the last time the motor just totally melted down. Now it is a submersible motor, and why it didn't catch on fire is beyond me. So I started looking for another one. They have bigger ones. And I looked at them in different stores. Some have legs, some sit on a barrel. And the barrel is where the cleaning solution is. And it has some filters in there that filters it out, but it's still, no matter which one you buy, it's still got that same crappy little pump that went to heck on me. So I decided not to buy one of them. These cheap little gloves ripped on me when I picked up that red tape. I decided to come up with my own parts cleaning solution, and it works very well. This is my tank. It has a little neck on it with a cover so you can pour the fluid back out, and I keep the fluid, because it does evaporate, in this 5-gallon bucket. Now you can buy these buckets anywhere. Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot. This one happens to come from Home Depot. But it's the cover on it that is so cool. It's got a rubber seal in there, and it snaps on, and when you snap it on, I don't think you're ever going to get it off. But it has a screw-in insert inside the cover that you can unscrew. And it also has a rubber seal around it. Set that down there. We're going to pour some of this in here and try not to make a mess. We'll see what happens. Oh, we're making a mess. Kind of figured I'd do that. Now the nice part I like about this is I can let this sit when I'm done using it. I can let this sit for a couple of days. You can throw a piece of plastic or something over if you want to. and all the dirt settles out to the bottom. Then if you use this little spout over here on the side, you can take that cover off and slowly pour it back into your bucket, and the dirt stays in the can. Then I just set it outside and I let it totally evaporate. I rub the dirt so it breaks loose, and I suck it out in my vacuum. And the solution is, well, pretty much as clean as it was when I started. Now this thing, the best thing you can do to save on your solution is to wipe out as much of this wonderful Snapper lube as you can. And believe me, this stuff just dries right up and really makes a mess. This I'm doing for a guy that sent me his chain case to rebuild for him, and he didn't really want to try to get into it himself, so I just told him, just send it to me and I'll rebuild it for you. No big deal. But we ran into some issues. The covers are damaged and the bearings won't stay in, so he needs new covers. Now this is not his. He had his all cleaned up and shipped it to me in a box, and this is an old one that I have that we're going to clean up and put his new parts in these covers and send them back to him. But I just wanted to kind of show you how and what I use to clean these things up. Now, I don't use Snapper lube. I use 80/90 gear lube. And as I've said in a lot of videos, if you change from Snapper double aught lube to 80/90 gear lube, there are some things you have to do, or the 80/90 gear lube is going to leak out of your differential and of your chain case. So you might want to look them videos up to see what you need to do. And his sprocket, someone we have determined has been into that chain case before, because this shaft, the one that they put in, has the hole drilled and tapped in the end for the auxiliary brake, the one that has the brake band on it instead of that goofy little brake shoe. And his, you have to have a 2-pedal machine to be able to use that. Now I'm sure you don't want to watch me clean this mess up, so I guess I'll go ahead and clean this up, and I'll do that on my time. But this is what I use. One of them cleaning stations, they're about $120 some. This was, I believe, about a little over $9, less than 10. The cover that snaps onto that 5-gallon bucket was $7 or $8. And the buckets, you can pick up a bucket about anywhere for free. This one I got at Home Depot for, I think, $250 or $275, somewhere in there. So what do we got? 10, 17, for around 20 bucks, you can make yourself a nice little cleaning station that actually works pretty good, and it's a lot smaller to store than one of them big stations that I was looking at, and I'm running out of room. I don't have room to store anything else. This, when it's dried and I get the dirt vacuumed out, I use a handle and I hang it on the wall in the lean-to, and the bucket of cleaner sits on the floor in the lean-to, I don't have to worry about it freezing because paint thinner doesn't freeze. So that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the description box below or send me an email. And please don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to this channel, I need subscribers to survive on YouTube. And it is free. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe. All you need is a working email address, and that is only because once you subscribe, a little bell will appear. If you touch that bell, that's a notification bell. You will be notified every time I put on a video. It'll pop up in your emails and you'll know. Otherwise, if you don't want to be bothered, don't touch the bell, but please subscribe. I need your help. And another thing, if you're a viewer and you're subscribed, watch video number 315. Down in the description box is all my information. And also there is a up-to-date list of all my videos by number. I think I am the only YouTube channel that numbers every video. And I do that for your benefit, so you can find a video that helps you do or fix whatever you're trying to do. Most channels, there's just a big list of videos and you're on your own. And I'm pushing, what, 325 videos? I don't even remember what video is doing what. I have this in one of the videos. I show I'm using it. But like I said, I don't know what video it's in, and I've been asked a lot, what do you use and how do you do it? So I thought I would just make a video just on using this. So that's it. Short, hopefully helpful. And if you have anything you need to fix, you need help with, send me an email. I do a lot of referrals, just like this one. A couple people said, how do you do it? Here's the video. So until next time, work safe, have fun, and keep on snapping. We'll talk to you soon. So long.